And I guess that this brings me, I want to start thinking about wrapping it up, if you don't mind, because I also know that
Yeah,
you
cool.
also have a
Absolutely.
life beyond sitting with me on LinkedIn. We could talk for hours, which is a problem.
Right.
If you think about the next 5 years, if you had your wish, what would be your view for Deckible going forward? Also
Well,
considering things
we
like
would have,
AI and all this other nonsense happening.
right. AI would influence things. AI would be deck on demand. You could imagine a deck being created just for you on demand for everything you need just in time. And I can totally see that we would, in 5 years, we could have a point where if you see a deck, a physical deck, it would be undeckable, right? We can't, getting publishers are late adopters. They're conservative folk. They didn't invent Audible or Kindle. They didn't innovate in the book industry, so they're not going to innovate in card decks. And we've done that. So those creators will come to us in good time, right?
Yeah.
That's the space is what we have recognized is what's changed is the way we learn. We want to learn just in time, not just in case. University was just in case. We want to move to a just in time model. We learn stuff on TikTok just in time, right? And there's so much changing about how we consume content. So Deckable offers you visuals, text, audio, video. You're doing something. It's engaging. So it's more memorable. I don't know if you've heard this statistic, but we remember 10% of what we read. We remember 90% of what we experience.
Totally.
So that's why a card deck is more of a physical card deck is more of an experience than reading a book. But a digital card deck is even more because it's on your phone, it's with you, you can listen, you can watch, you can journal, you can take notes. It just makes sense.
It's interesting you mentioned that, because I think one of the things that I said to folks, because sometimes I think I opened the stream saying, like, people started calling me the card deck guy in my community. I think you're more a card deck guy than
Right.
I am, and I know a couple of Mr. Stephen P. Anderson is even worse.
Oh, Stephen
But
is, yeah.
that's insanity, right? He causes me
Hi,
a lot
Stephen.
of financial problems. But the thing is, he's got a brilliant newsletter called Mighty Minds and I'm hoping to get him on the stream soon as well. But the thing is, you touched on something talking about experiences, and I feel like what I said in the opening of the stream is that the card decks, I started thinking and talking about this creativity thing, but one of the things that drew me into this is I think we both explored this experience. I was a little bit earlier than you, was the College of Extraordinary Experiences, where with Joe Pine and all these kind of things, thinking about meaningful and memorable experiences. And I started thinking about, we are bringing people together. And I think there's a lot of facilitators and people thinking about this, that we are bringing people together to get fresh, new concepts and ideas out of them, or potentially also to create new experiences, right? But why can't the collaboration, the getting together, be an experience in itself? And that's kind of what switched me on into this area of gameplay, cards, because they become a natural habit or a natural tool to bring the interesting into the session or in the experience. And that locks into what you've been talking about throughout the stream. So definitely very.
And also, I don't know if you know about the WXO. That's another place.
Really?
I applied and got accepted, but I didn't get around to joining yet. But yeah.